No, 4 different countries. Four.
No.
Mexico. I'm in Mexico.
Oh, you're in
U.S.,
Mexico.
Canada, and the UK. Go fuck
Oh,
with someone.
shit.
I fucking picked it up a notch. I'm officially recording from the Mexican border right now. That's going to make the cut for sure.
Riding slow, riding slow, and we're getting going. Two different poles, riding slow, we're riding low, we're getting going. Two different poles, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, I'm paranoid, bitch, I'm paranoid.
Get out of the vehicle with your hands up. Fucking tank, it's the 5-0, bro. Fuck.
Fuck you, man.
Damn, dog. Put your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
5-0, 5-0.
Woo! You ready or what?
I'm ready.
Testicles, 1, 2. Testicles.
Yes. Welcome back, my people. What is good?
Welcome to Paranoid Radio Podcast. This is your boy, Trebles Garcia. And joining me again in the ones and twos is the best co-host in the motherfucking planet, Big Tank. Salute, my boy.
Salute. What's good, my boy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Guys, welcome back. You already know what this is. This is the best show with the best content for the best fucking listeners. This is episode 50, episode 50. Welcome. Thank you so fucking much. This is all of these episodes are out for the most beautiful and amazing fucking listeners. You, the probers, Probe Nation. All right.
Ooh, say la vie.
Dude, we have a very special fucking show ready for all of you guys. And you know what's funny is that it's a multi-international show. And I'm not just saying because making this is they're located in different areas of the world. We have Perception Real that's going to be talking today from the UK. And then we have a brother from the Fail Academy that's going to be talking from the East Coast of the US. You got us, Paranoid Radio, touching the West Coast in LA. And then we got Morph.X from Canada dropping fucking bombs and coming back on the show and
Yo, from that Great White North.
That's right, and blessing us with his fucking presence. But the most important thing is that right now, today, Tuesday, June 15th, I'm at the border of Mexico and the United States of America about to cross over again. So what does that mean? I am touching 4 different countries just in this episode alone. Go suck a taco. You know what this means? Dude, we just trifected this fucking shit up. We just multiplied the energy. International fucking podcast crossover. The red pill heavy hitters. Bam.
Damn, we moving stuff. We're doing big things. What the fuck is, bro? 50 episodes, 50 hours of us in our studio just messing around. We've officially worked a full week.
Exactly. 50 fucking hours of beautiful entertainment, giving you guys the best of our fucking time. And as everybody else already knows, Paranoid Radio Podcast was created as a fucking hobby, and we bring everything that comes into our mind. We do the diligence and bring you the best of both worlds, where I'm a conspiracy theorist. Big Tank is I want to call him a normie, but he's not normie no more. He's actually getting indoctrinated into my world, which I'm very happy of. But we're just average Joes bringing you our average day shit. And that's what makes us very happy that we are now being recognized by not only the truth community, but also by you, the listeners, which is the most important thing. And welcome back, guys. And today we have a pre-recorded show for you guys. But before anything, Big Tank, this fucking, I'll be honest with you, bro. The randomizing machine keeps sending me emails every fucking hour of the day. If I have a fucking slave shift and I go to work every single day, that fucking machine is bombarding me. It's bombarding me at paranoidradio.com. Paranoid Radio, it's bombarding me at paranoidradio@gmail.com every single fucking day, dropping emails telling me they wants to get used. So I don't know if you want to use it.
It's going to get used and abused just so you can shut the fuck up.
Go ahead and play on that shit, dog. Listen to that baby purr. Damn. What do we got today, Big Tank?
Perception Real, mad shout out. Salute, my brother. All the way from this side to all the way that side.
That's right. Perception_real and Perception_real backup page from the UK and our brother from the Red Pill heavy hitter crew. Thank you so much for being our brother. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And this episode is dedicated out to you. Thank you so much. You are the listener of the week. Now, Big Tank. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope. It's parrot. Big Tank, what is happening?
What is happening, my peeps? You guys know the deal. This is Paranoid Radio. This is my little segment that I like to call What is Happening. I'm going to give you 2 stories. I want you guys' feedback. I want you guys' 2 cents plus my 2 cents. And we'll take that shit to the bank of knowledge. So, without any further ado.
The bank of knowledge.
Yeah, we cashing in, cashing out, and you writing checks at your ass can't cash. Best believe I'm going to cash out.
All right. Oh, hey, dude, you're on fire today. Go ahead, boy. Take it over. Take it over.
No, Next on the pandemic. They are saying about, this is everywhere on the news, about the new Delta virus strain. It looks like they're just making shit up as they go now. Let's be honest about it. I mean, they're saying that basically the vaccine should be able to cover it.
Should be?
It should be. It should be more than sufficient enough for this different strain of Delta, which is, I believe, the one that originated from India, I believe.
That's right.
If I'm not mistaken. A month ago, it was the British one. The strain that they found in British. It's already over here, whatever it is, yada, yada, yada. Not a big deal.
The Indian one, too, right? There's an Indian strain now, too.
Well, yeah, no. But a month ago, it was, the British one that they were worried about. Now they're worried about this one. And now experts are saying that the vaccine should be more than enough. So, what the fuck does that say, though? I mean, let's be honest about it. Either shit's hitting the fan and they're not telling us, or they just don't know what to make up anymore.
That's right. They're fucking losing the grip. Yeah.
I mean, what? Today's June 15th. Everything got reopened today. How the fuck did you notice any difference?
No. I mean, I've lived my life day by day, and all I do is slave, come back, be a husband, be a father, come back, record podcasts, and enjoy the presence of beautiful people. I really don't pay attention to what everybody else is doing. In fact, I could care less.
I know you could. Yeah. I know you could. No. I know you could. But I'm actually out there in the streets because I work traveling from in the major city. I work in downtown. I have to go to all these businesses, and I still seen it the same. Well, they've already indoctrinated it into us of wearing a mask. Yeah. Technically, you don't have to wear no more unless a store decides to say it. Then that's when you have to follow their quote-unquote rules, laws, whatever it is. But it's still all the same out there. Let's be honest about it.
Quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the vaccine was made for COVID. I think COVID was made for the vaccine in order to get us vaccinated and fucking just have some type of control. Now, I'm not sure, and I'm not a fucking genius, and I'm not sure what it really has inside, if it's a chip or nanotechnology. But what I do know is that the vaccine has always been a pandemic, just like you said, a pandemic.
110%. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. Without any further ado, your final story for the final episode, 5050. It's only best that we do it in there. So what's on the nickel? I mean, what's on the $50? We have John F. Kennedy.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Waka. All right.
So, it has surfaced, that the former president actually had some illegitimate children that have now contested the Kennedy line.
Whoa. They got to be careful because what I heard before was that the Kennedys are a little bit cursed. So
yeah, 110% about that. But after all these years, does his name still hold weight? It is still worth it for them to come out and say, yeah, you know what? I want to be known as a Kennedy.
Depends how you look at it. If you're in the deep state, it probably doesn't. It probably doesn't bring you any threat anymore. But us here in the truth community, the Kennedy name and what happened after what was exposed about the government after his death, his murder, I think it's I think his name does carry a lot of weight. The lineage does. Yeah.
110%. 110%. I might have to agree with that. I think that definitely there's some type of power move that they're gonna use this.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, a lot of people try to step away from the shadows,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll definitely see what happened.
That's
This
right.
was what is happening, my people. I appreciate your time.
That is right. Thank you so much, Big Tank, for those 2 amazing stories. You're always doing an amazing fucking job. Everybody give him a round of applause. Ah. That's right. Guys, today we have an amazing fucking episode. And as we already told you, this is an international. This is not just a 50th episode for Paranoid Radio Podcast, but this is also part 2 of the Red Pills Heavy Hitter fucking movement, community, truth movement, and fucking bomb baiters. How do you say that? Bomb jackets? What do you say that shit? Anyway, the point is,
The
today we have
chosen few,
the
the
chosen few.
the unscripted apostles,
Ooh. Oh, damn.
the gathering of minds,
Okay.
whatever you want to call it.
The aphrodisiacs. Oh, I like that one.
Okay.
Because we always get it. Because we always go hard. Get it?
Right.
Guys, we have a pre-recorded show for you guys. Allow me to please introduce Morph.X from bakingthematrix.com. He's been on the show before called Twisted Emblems. I think it was the second episode of season 2. Twisted Emblems. He came, he conquered, he destroyed it, he built it back up in his own fucking way and method. Mad love. He is the big brother. He put this fucking movement together. So all homage goes out to him. We also have JB from the Fell Academy. Fell Academy podcast and Instagram page here today, dropping fucking bombs and knowledge and destroying all fucking stupid reality and false flag reality that the government has put up in front of us. And also our friend and brother from the UK, Perception Real. Also, mad congratulations to Perception Real for becoming the new co-host of Breaking the Matrix podcast. These are the brothers. These are Red Pill Heavy Hitters. Now, Big Tank, thank you so much for joining me and allow the listeners to enjoy this fucking episode. If you guys have any fucking any information or you guys want to drop anything, you already know where to find us at the end of this fucking episode. Thank you so much. Now enjoy the show. We have a fucking special doozy for all of y'all. Today we have Morph.X from Breaking the fucking Matrix back into the fucking house. Big homage to Morph.X, please. So, yo,
salutes.
And joining us again, for the first time ever.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm like, wait, he been here?
Yeah, joining us for the first time ever, the Fell Academy. This guy is about to drop bombs and teach you guys everything he fucking knows. The Fell Academy, JB.
What's
welcome.
up, fellas? Just want to say what's up. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure and a blast having you guys on my show, the Fell Academy. Bringing this Red Pill Heavy Hitters team together, this collaboration that we're doing. We don't know where it's going. It's totally uncharted territory, but we're gonna see where it goes. And I'm happy to be here and happy to have you guys and happy to go on Morph.X's show with all of us next. So this is a really freaking dynamic little project we got going on, and we're gonna kick off the second part here into your world, your realm. And you're going to show us how you do things, how you run the show. So take it away, brother.
Let's jump off the deep end. This is part 2. If you want to listen to part 1, just letting you guys know, it will be on the Fell Academy by JB. Catch it there.
Yes,
it
sir.
was definitely a doozy.
Pure fire. That was
yes,
it
was.
We got Perception Real finally joining us, ladies.
Yeah. Welcome.
Drop them on, brother, all the way from the UK, y'all.
What the heck?
This is a global collaboration.
Yes.
Globally.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
I'm amazed that you're here today and honored. Thank you so much for your fucking presence.
The global level, we got the East Coast, the West Coast, the UK coast, we got the Canada coast.
We're
all over the place.
That's what I've been trying to say to people. Like, it doesn't matter where you are on the earth. Like, we're all uniting, innit? Do you know what I mean? So
it's
unity is what they don't want. So we have to bring it to them. Do you know what I mean?
It's humbling that all of you see the end goal here, which is unity. And that's what I'm, we can't just speak about it. We got to be about it. And so I thought, what best way can I bring more minds, connect more consciousness to one another than to unify all these voices that I come across every day. I check out your posts. I listen to your podcasts. I have deep respect for each and every one of y'all. I'm thinking we got to do something together as a unit to represent unity. So, you know, it's not about me being a leader, none of that. It's just about forging a movement for all of us, you know.
You pre-screened us.
Yeah.
You were pre-screening us and checking us out before you made the selection, which is nice. And none of us know each other. In other words, like we're all just meeting for the first time. So this is a fresh thing. We follow each other's page, and we see the content we put out, but like this is our first connection. So this is all new for us as well. So that's what makes it really exciting. We haven't heard from Perception yet. So what do you guys feel about maybe you getting a little bit of background or whatever he is?
Please.
What do you think?
110%. Perception, you have the floor.
What was the first red pill you took, and why did you take it?
My first red pill I took, I kind of got thrown in the deep end because
yes.
It was in the casino. I was working in the casino. It was about 10.
The worst place ever. Yes. What you got, my brother? What you got in the casino? What's your experience there?
So as they call it the Devil's Playground.
Mm-hmm.
So I met a guy there called Handy, and we got pretty close, whatever. Like we became good friends, and he used to always finish his shift and then smoke a joint after, and he used to tell me all this stuff, like how he started dropping it to me, like saying how the casino is the devil's playground, how all the numbers add up to 666, and then talking about all this satanic stuff. And for me it was uncomfortable, because obviously when you first start hearing about stuff like that, you feel your first reaction is like this guy is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I started looking up. In fact, casinos do not have any clocks inside. If you've ever been to a fucking casino, you'll never fucking see a clock inside, because they want you to lose track of time, because they want you to fucking get moved by their fucking motion. And that's right. As
I was saying as well, during the night as well, they close the curtains, so you don't know what time of day it is when it's daylight. So it's always dark in there. It's you feel that as soon as you enter a casino, you feel the atmosphere. You feel it.
Yes.
It's funny, someone's having a red pill moment in the casino. I don't think I've ever heard this one before.
Hey, let me ask you something real quick though. Perception real, right? Perception real. The one and only, but never lonely, always horny, but never corny. What do you think? What do you think about the Mandela effect, and how has it affected us today, my brother?
Yeah.
Hit it.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
For me, I think people feed off each other,
Okay.
Yes.
It's very hard to explain. Like, let's put it this way: if someone gets new trainers, if there's new trainers coming out, everybody wants the new trainers. If there's a new game coming out, everybody wants the new game. If there's a new song playing, everybody starts hitting that song.
Herd mentality.
Herd mentality. Yeah.
Herd mentality. Like a fucking sheep.
Yeah. And we got to understand, is it our nature? Does it come from our nature? Like, are we born like that? Or has it been planted into us to become like that?
Oh, okay. Perception Real and the Federal Academy, you let the people know what you feel about the whole situation of MK Ultra and how they have manipulated us.
Wow.
To become
going right into MK.
Everything.
Mandela effect to MK. Oh, well, it's kind of like they're kind of in the same, they're kind of intertwined somehow, because it's all about mind control and it's all about programming. And if you want to link in Mandela with MK and Mockingbird project, that's all designed to control us and to create our thoughts, create our beliefs, create our values. So to touch on how Mandela would coincide with that, it's like when you think about it, like an event takes place that everybody believes in. Well, dude, I mean, for that one, because when you say MK Ultra, it's like it's very easy to say, because it was a planned thing. They structured it, they scienced, they tested it, and then they perfected it. So that's how that came about. But the Mandela effect, it's like, how the hell, like if it's something like that was in a photograph and then it's not in a photograph no more, like a freaking tower or whatever it is, a statue that nobody believes is there anymore. Now it just kind of vanishes. Like that, how do you explain that? Like, I mean, like that's what we're saying that
You
that
can't.
that it is. Like, how do you explain? Like, is the belief in the power of the mind that so strong that like the collective thought and the collective belief of it can literally erase it, like just wipe it out, like it never existed?
Yes, exactly.
That is the power of the mind and and our
Connects.
thoughts.
Your thoughts and your mind have so much power that connects everything to a fucking psychic energy. Dude, they manifest everything you want to put out. Your brain would, your faith would, look, it doesn't even matter if you believe in Jesus or Allah or anything. It doesn't matter. You are at a point where you're like, what you believe in will manifest because you will declare it.
Yes.
And your words have power.
Everybody's perception is how they see it and believe it, which is the power of manifesting it, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
your faith in it.
Yes,
there was something I wanted to tell you. There was something I wanted to ask. There was something I wanted to tell you guys. It was about the 9/11. What happened with 9/11?
Whoa.
Right.
I'm not saying this is true or not, but this is a good theory. Because I saw a video where I don't even know how to explain it. It's like people
like a rocket,
the plane,
like a rocket bomb.
No. The planes hit the building. The planes hit the building, but obviously at the time, people don't know it's a plane. They just hear an explosion, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody's looking at the trade centers.
So you
like,
think
oh,
all
look, the plane's coming.
the footage they got out there is the footage
Fucking
out
ritual.
there manipulated as a Hollywood stunt, let's say, visual effects to make it seem like a plane hit, but in actuality it was a hologram that was camouflaging some type of missile or projectile of some sort. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's
that is a big theory that's already out there. That's very a lot of people believe in that theory.
Everyone's going to be saying like, oh, it was a plane, because as soon as they mention plane, everyone's going to be like, oh, it must have been a plane. Oh yeah, it was a plane. It was a plane. You get what I mean? And then it just passes on from there, you know. And
well the one thing for sure, I mean, if you Stephen on the 9/11 because it's another episode, but those buildings were definitely rigged with explosions. I mean, that's already been proven.
You have to understand too, though. You have to understand since 1990s when they got hit the first time by the fucking ambulances that went under and try to blow them up. All these fucking skyscrapers are rigged to blow up like a pancake reaction. They're all rigged like that because they don't want them falling over and creating more mayhem.
Yeah, toppling over.
Exactly.
But you still have to put those explosives in to make it fall that way, right?
Exactly. And there is proof. There is proof out there.
I mean, it
you
fell
perfectly.
Look it up. It fell perfectly. And if you watch this footage, you'll see the explosions going off on each floor. It goes da 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 da. And you can
there's
see
actual
the
footage
explosion.
of that out there. That's right, Jimmy.
I mean, that'll be another 3 episodes because a lot of us got red pilled on 9/11. So there's a lot that we've all dug in on.
This is why a lot of rabbit holes. This is why George Bush Sr. on 9/11 in his presidency, he specifically said on 9/11 he dropped 9/11 before in his presidency. I'm talking about Bush Sr. He dropped about the New World Order.
Yep.
Look it up. Hashtag look it up.
Yeah, it's the UN convention in what island was that? It was in '92. He's talking about the New World Order. That's where they all signed the agreement. The countries, all 162 countries signed, and they would keep it a secret from the public that they would start moving towards this New World Order agenda and use climate change as their reason, and how they were going to be able to change laws and policies, and have the UN take over the U.S. and get rid of the Constitution. So George Bush Sr. He kicked it off. That cocksucker.
I just don't understand how
cocksucker, man.
How they're going to say he was terrorist so quick, you know? Like how can you come to an assumption so quick on who's
people that live inside of a cave, apparently, prehistoric.
So so many holes in that fucking story. So many holes. Like freaking building 3, Trade Center, was it Trade Center 3? They falls down before they even announce it. They announce it before it even falls down. That's what basically opened a lot of people's truthers' eyes to was 9/11. It just doesn't add up. But hey, like we are standing here today and back then, nothing ever came of it. They had their little commissions and their investigations and zillions of people stepped forward and footages and this, and nothing ever fucking happened. So is something going to change now?
Yeah, that's going to change JB now. When you got criminals investigating each other,
they cover it up. The FBI, they don't investigate. They cover crimes up. Yeah.
They cover
That's right.
they cover each other's tracks, don't they?
When they say the FBI's in on it and the FBI's investigating, that's when you know you're screwed. You're like, that's it. It's over. They're going to cover it up. They're going to blame someone else. They're going to make it go away. So yeah, the FBI's investigating. You're like, all right, that's it. They're never going to get to it because
Not
protect the criminals.
Not only do they cover each other's backs, they throw each other under the bus as well. They
Well,
throw each
there's
other
four
under the
guys.
bus, you know?
For specific reasons, yes.
Yeah, like
110%.
Fauci's going to be the next fall guy. He's like a fall guy that they all agreed he's going to be the fall guy, and he's probably got a deal set up, just like Epstein was a fall guy, and they had a deal set up with him.
And Gates had
Another
a fucking fall guy.
topic.
He had to fucking go into a fucking divorce and shit. Everything fucking matches together.
Can I say something about what you're talking about earlier, the MK Ultra and the Mandela effect?
Yes,
Get it.
Of course.
JB put it rightly so. He's saying they're interconnected somehow. And the biggest tool of MK Ultra out there is inside our homes.
The media, the TV.
Television,
100%.
televisions. You know,
it really is.
It's a propaganda device. Well, now it's turned into like a propaganda device for anyone who wishes to dumb down society, indoctrinate the masses, subdue their consciousness, and get them distracted, divided. Deflect attention away as possible. So that's the premier weapon of indoctrination, which is MK Ultra. That's why they call it programming, because they're literally programming our minds, and through that's who you're able to tap into people's consciousness and achieve the Mandela effect.
Yes,
right,
100%.
And it's all powered, through that huge underground loop that is basically in between the borders of Switzerland and France. I'm talking about CERN, correct, JB. So that's a device that is actually they're using to manipulate time, space,
portals,
dimensions, a whole bunch of other shit.
Like
by the way,
like
gateways,
Stargate.
Yeah,
exactly. Stargate, totally.
Exactly. So the MK Ultra, Mandela effect, all this ties into the CERN and how
the Matrix.
Exactly that. And when you come to the realization at some point or other that everything is consciousness, and whatever we perceive as a reflection of what's inside our consciousness, that's how they plant and manifest these false flag events, which are deadly and disastrous, like 9/11, like the mass shootings that happen every other day, basically to have us subdued into
fear.
There you go. That
fear is the only infection out there.
That's the most powerful tool they use is fear.
There you go. So that's what
the illusion, though. That's the illusion is what they get people to believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key word. That's the key word there. That's the key word there.
People know the truth and they stand by it. The fear doesn't work, and like especially critical thinkers, they don't buy into it. And let me tell you something. I got rid of my TV a couple of years ago, and that was it. Like that, I don't watch that freaking thing. I don't put on that box, and I realized just how powerful that box is. It's constantly filling and programming your head like a hard drive. And once you fill a hard drive with the program that's in it, think about a computer. Like you fill it up with a computer program. That computer program won't be able to run on another operating system because it doesn't have the programming for it. So it's the same thing as with your brain. Once they fill your brain up with the bullshit that they fill it up and control you, now your operating system won't be able to work on a truth platform because it doesn't connect. It's not programmed for it. So people really need to take seriously heed in that. They think it's harmless. Oh, it's just this. I'm watching a comedy, or I'm watching a movie, I'm watching Netflix, I'm watching this, the news, that. Man, it all plays its part in filling your head. The commercials do. Everything does.
It gets even to the point where they try to defend it as well. They try
exactly.
You're going to defend your chains. These are people that are chained in prison. Their minds are in prison, and they're fighting to keep it that way. And so there's no reaching that. Like that's irreversible.
So you just move on to the next, right?
Fellas, you guys just brought so many freaking different topics today in the morning.
Oh yeah, man. That's what this is. We're gonna go all over the place.
You guys are gonna go all over the place. What is your perception of time?
Ooh, man, you pick out hard ones.
Please. I just want to know what you know. Your perception of time.
Wow.
Time. So I think, look, quite honestly,
I learn something new every day about it. Go ahead.
If I may, I think time is just a man-made construct of how we live our day by day. We live on a Gregorian calendar. We're off.
I agree.
We're not connected with the stars. We're not connected with our cosmos. We're not connected with ourselves. And yeah, we might be gods alone, but we're not connected with anything. We're connected with our bullshit and everything they feed us. And you have to sit down and literally eat your fucking lunch, eat everything they tell you, and tell you exactly what time it is because your watch tells you. Your fucking Apple Watch tells you. You wake up and you're like, oh yeah, hey, get up, you have to move. Hey, you have to fucking, everything is programmed in your brain to create and recreate who you are.
Exactly.
What's your perception on time?
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Of course.
If we had no time, would people be saying life is short? If you had no perception on time, if there was no such thing as time, would we be saying our time on earth is short? Because if you're constantly counting the days, and we've all done it, when we're counting time, the time goes quicker. Do you get what I mean? It feels shorter. They're constantly making us count the time. Like you have to go to work. You have to be on time for work. You know, we're constantly checking the time. Before we know it, our life is, we're 40 years old. Our life is already flashed before our eyes, you know? If we're living life and we've got no track of time, would time feel longer? That's my question to you. Would it feel longer?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes for the simple reason that humanity always has to set some kind of standard.
Yeah.
Okay, there is no way that we could ever go 100 years without their saying, you know what, we're not going to count time no more. Or even back
you have to make
then.
history.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So for example, how did the Native Americans know when winter was coming? Through the winter solstice.
Exactly, by the seasons.
Yep.
The seasons of the winter solstice, the summer solstice, or whatever it was. Okay, they didn't have the whole per se knowance of time. All they knew is that when the shortest day came, boom, we heading into winter. Okay, but even then, without that, they still would integrate it into their minds. So I think that's our basic human flaw, that we always have to categorize something. And then the elite take it a step further and they say we have to control everything.
Exactly. They control everything.
Hey, yo, by the way, did you know like certain monuments, monolithic monuments scattered around the world, like the pyramids, like the Georgia Guidestones, they're all dedicated to, how can I say, measuring time, or their representation of time and speed of light and solstices and so forth. Our let's say our ancestors, our indigenous ancestors, basically built up these humongous monuments that defeat basically physics as we know it right now, because they did use anti-gravitational technology to basically maneuver all these huge pieces of stones together. But in essence, time, they tied it to nature, to the sun, to the moon. So what we tie time to is basically a paradigm to keep us in a sense of freedom, but it's actually a prison where you're like, you have to clock in, clock out, and then, you know, like, basically I'm not against celebrating birthdays. I call them born days because you should celebrate life in general. You know, every day is a blessing, but still, you know, we're always looking to our watches, our phones to see, okay, well, I have a schedule, I have an appointment. Like even to set this actual crossover podcast event, we had to use time to coordinate because we have different time zones. We have our brother Perception Real all the way in UK. Then we got me and JB on the East Coast, and we got y'all on the West, you know, and so we have to work with time, but without time itself, I think we would feel lost in a sense. So we need to be anchored somehow, and so that's what I think time is some sort of an anchor to give us a direction of how to organize ourselves as a society and as individuals.
I actually just learned something. Well, just came like something the other day where I was actually looking at something, and it, basically the message was that we are in the eternal now. And I actually took that and absorbed it, and it was good. I liked it because it was like we're in the eternal now. Like now is what we have. It's only now. You know, living in the past and living in the future. Those are things that are irrelevant to now. Like you always have now. So it's like if you put that with time, it's like you don't need to dwell on things that you don't have yet, or the time that you're not getting now, or the time that you lost, because you have the now. And if you're not having in your moment, being present in the moment of now, then it's passing you by, and you're living in the past. You're living in the, the future, yearning to be somewhere else. And so if there was no time for me, I would be living in the eternal now. And that's kind of where I'm trying to live to begin with. So that is freeing. And I don't have to, you don't have to worry about getting old. Oh, I don't want to get old. And, I'm going to be this age. I'm going to be that age. That's the prison is like, the numbers that we putting on things, and the numbers in your bank account, and the numbers, that all relates, it's, the numbers are everything. That's the universe. But time is it's always going to be now. And if you believe that your spirit's going to move on from this third dimensional world, then you will have eternal now, because you're just going to move on to the next journey, the next stage of your journey. So to fear it is that's the prison too, to fear the afterlife, or to fear leaving this third dimensional, because to me, this third dimension is kind of like the prison. It's like we're supposed to, this is the learning experience that is supposed to rise above. Getting out of this realm is what our goal should be, but people hang on to it because survival, and you don't want to leave, or you feel like you like we're just as guilty as the sheep as holding on to our prisons, because this third dimensional materialistic world, we're hanging on for dear life no matter what, because we're trying to survive. But we don't realize that there's nothing to fear, and that moving on to the next stage is elevating ourselves to a better place. And that's
I like that,
so
JB. I like that a lot. Me too. Okay, now that you talked about that, let's just take it a step forward. And would you say that we're living in a simulation then?
Absolutely.
Oh,
100% simulation.
Damn. Wait,
I think
does this fit with the flat earthers? What does flat Earth fit in all of this?
Perception. You're a flat earther, right?
I'm not. You know what? I'm down to anything. I wouldn't say I'm a flat earther, but I would say it makes sense to me.
Oh damn! We thought you were going to be the flat Earth teacher.
It will make sense to you, my friend.
No, teacher of flat Earth. We need to learn about this.
Would you share your knowledge with us?
Yes, please do.
I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm skeptical to everything, and like everybody says, globe people that believe in the globe, they have their proofs and their reasons, and flat earthers have their proofs and their reasons. For me, it makes more sense to me if the earth was flat. Why is it flat? Is because, and why are they trying to hide it? The main question is, why are they trying to hide?
God, try the creator. That's what the most say.
Flat earthers, most of them, pretty much all of them, used to be like anti-flat earthers. Like they were critical thinkers. They were deep, they were like all of us, and they looked at that and said, no, and then they took a little bit of research, then they dug a little more. And because you talk to flat earthers, they were all kind of the same way. They were
Can I just mention one thing?
Then they switched over. Yeah.
Can I just mention one thing? When you see the flat earthers on TV, like on YouTube, you see them and it's a flat earth community. I think you see the same way with like Black Lives Matters, that's been created as well. We all know that.
Right, it's controlled opposition.
Of course.
Yeah, I feel like the flat earthers, that community was created the same way. And they
control us.
Yes, and but the thing is, they kind of use the flat earthers, that community that we see on TV, to basically make us sound stupid. You know what I mean? Like the people who believe the flat earth, look, they're all like nut jobs. And I don't know if you see, because when I saw it on YouTube, the way they sounded and the way the interview was making them like look to us, it was like they were kind of making them look stupid. You know what I mean?
Every community and every movement has the controlled opposition and the enemy that's infiltrating, trying to disrupt it and try to circumvent it. So we all have to be vigilant. I mean, there's plenty of truther pages out there that are black pill pages that are, like Mossad operatives that are infiltrating the truth community. So we always have to be, especially truthers, because truthers tend to be just as gullible because they feel like, oh, this is a truther page, so he's like me. And then it could be a complete, could be a complete like black pill page where they're just taking you down the fear porn, and then you're addicted to the fear porn, and that's a trap.
And that's the fucking main infection.
Yeah, the thing is,
and the fear trap is just another way of manifesting some of their plans and agendas. By the way,
Yeah. They're trying to control us just as much. So would you say flat earth perception? You were going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, like, I'm not, I do believe in some things with the flat earth, and I do, like, with my page, I don't know the truth. I'm looking for the truth. That's what I want
We
people
all
to
are.
know.
Yeah.
So,
I like to call it conspiracies on training wheels.
Yeah.
But am I right though? We're not claiming that we know everything out here. All we're doing is we're looking for the truth. And when you're looking for the truth will come to you.
Absolutely.
You dare to question everything that comes to you. And that is the main fucking subject of the day. Perception, real, and fucking the Fell Academy came and conquered and demolished it and built it back up today. You guys are fucking monsters. Look at you guys go. You guys are fucking
humbled.
I praise.
Humbled.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wait. Before we leave everybody, in normal Paranoid Radio fashion, can we get you guys to drop in your how do you call it, your plugins where they can reach you?
Oh
yes.
Yes. Sorry, man.
No, you guys.
I'm JB.
Funky. You're a beast.
Nice work. Good
I was about to say, I'm like, damn.
JB, you could find me. I mean, I've been deplatformed from a lot of places, so I'm hanging out for dear life. I'm on my 4th round on Instagram, but yeah, that's usually where I'll be floating around. So JB at the Fail Academy on Instagram, YouTube. I'm on my 3rd strike, but same thing. Fail Academy on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube, and then you got Gab and the rest of those. But it's pretty much go to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And before I get the other platforms going, go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Telegram if you want to find me and hit me up.
Yeah, Perceptions page is excellent. Love it.
Beautiful. Morph.X, where can they hit you up, and where can they find your Patreon?
Y'all know it's Morph.X on Twitter and on Insta, and on IGTV it's BTM Tube, and my official website where you can find my blog and my podcast is breaking-the-matrix.com. That's dash as in like the hyphen, not the backslash or whatever,
Yeah.
Good stuff. That is right. And you can find us at paranoidradio.com. Make sure you fucking hit us up on TikTok, paranoidradio.com, Paranoid Radio on fucking Instagram and TikTok. Let us know what's up. Big time. Where can they find you?
Catch me at eknat.ivix. And like we've said it before, we'll say it again. This was a pleasure, an honor, and we will continue this journey soon. My people, we'll see you guys next episode. And if you guys have anything to tell us, reach us out on the social media, like Trouble said, on paranoidradio.com or on Instagram. If you guys want to hear more of these collabs, they are coming. This is just the beginning of a new movement that we're doing, the Red Pill Heavy Hitters. And if you guys want to reach out to us, you guys are more than gladly. If you guys want to talk shit, I am a professional shit talker, so let me know. Till the next time.
So, and listen, we're heading over to Morph.X's Breaking the Matrix podcast. So that's where we're heading over next for those who want to continue this with us on the tour bus.
Boom. Blow your fucking mind.